published 0940 Est, the 25th of November 2017, updated 1619 Est, the 25th of November 2017. U.S. tobacco companies have been ordered to run television and newspapers advertisements to correct lies they told over the course of the 20th century. The corrective statements are part of a 2006 judgment in which a U.S. court found that tobacco manufacturers conspired to deceive the American public about the drawbacks of smoking and cigarettes. The court has ordered the ads to be paid for by tobacco companies L'Oreal Inc., Philip Morris USA, R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company and Altria Group. U.S. tobacco companies have been ordered to run television and newspapers advertisements to correct lies they told over the course of the 20th century. Pictured packs of R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company cigarette brands Pall Mall, Winston, Camel, Doral, and Kool. The corrective statements are part of a 2006 judgment in which a U.S. court found that tobacco manufacturers conspired to deceive the American public about the drawbacks of smoking and cigarettes. Pictured LM Cigarettes, a brand produced by Altria Group, Inc. According to the order, the ads will run in more than 50 newspapers and on major broadcasting networks. The companies must also buy full-page ads in the first section of each Sunday newspaper, and 260 television ads will be run for 1 year. In 2015, $8.9 billion was spent on advertising and promotion of cigarettes and smokeless tobacco combined. However, tobacco companies will not have published corrections online or on social media mediums where 4 in 10 Americans now regularly get their news. Experts say this was a delay tactic due to appeals over the original judgment. The tobacco company's basic strategy for everything, whether it's science or regulation or litigation, is delay. Stan Glantz, an expert on tobacco company strategy at the University of California, San Francisco, told The Guardian. They have used a lot of arguing about what in terms of the real world are trivial issues, to delay having to make these statements for 11 years, but it is what the tobacco companies do. The problem is the technology has moved on, and the statements are not in social media because it didn't really exist back then. But better late than never. However, tobacco companies will not have published corrections online or on social media mediums where 4 in 10 Americans now regularly get their news. Pictured various cigarette brands of Philip Morris including Marlboro, Parliament and Basic. According to the CDC, more than 16 million Americans are living with a disease caused by smoking, and cigarette smoking is responsible for more than 480,000 deaths per year in the U.S. Pictured Newport cigarettes on sale, a brand produced by L'Oreal Inc. Companies were first ordered to run the ads in 2006 by U.S. District Judge Gladys Kessler, who found that tobacco firms had caused a staggering number of deaths per year, an immeasurable amount of human suffering and economic loss, and a profound burden on our national healthcare system. Many of these deaths were found to be because of detrimental ad campaigns, such as companies that tried to use physician endorsements to encourage consumers to buy their products. Camel began an ad campaign in the 1940s alleging that doctors gravitate towards Camel products, and Lucky Strike purported that 20,679 physicians said that Luckies were less harmful to the consumer's throat than other cigarettes. In the early 1930s, Lucky Strike also marketed their cigarettes to women as an appetite suppressant with a slogan "Reach for a Lucky instead of a sweet." According to the CDC, more than 16 million Americans are living with a disease caused by smoking, and cigarette smoking is responsible for more than 480,000 deaths per year in the U.S.